on guys, welcome back to the channel with a brand new video, and today we are going for week 4 of the 5-week bench program. Well, technically week 5 because I'm repeating last week because last week was just awful and I just feel like it was a waste, as mentioned in the previous video. If you've not seen it, go back and watch it. So we are redoing that. Just gonna have the usual 2 scoops of Ghost pump. Work is done for the day. Again, straight back to it today, back to reality. In work for 6 AM this morning, just finished now. Got the rest of the day off, so we're gonna go and hit some bench. Hopefully it feels better than last week. I think it's 85% for, I think, 3 doubles and then Slingshot for some heavier singles. So touch wood, it feels better. So let's head over to Pure Gym now, shall we? And get started. Now, because I've been using the GoPro a lot recently with the microphones, I forgot to put the cable back in my camera bag, so I haven't done voiceover this session. But before we get into that, I just want to share some of my tips for a solid bench. Now, I know I'm not the biggest bench presser in the world, but making these changes to how I bench made a huge difference in how much easier that it felt. Firstly is the setup. We're going to shoulder blades back and down. And as you set up, you want to get the top of your traps onto the bench, really pushing those in. Along with setting up, you want to place your eyes underneath the bar. This will ensure you have an adequate room to unrack the bar without taking the rack on the way up. When unracking the weight, you want to lift off with flared elbows and tucking them before you press. Tucking them on the press helps keep pressure off the shoulders and also helps get the lats engaged, because you want to use your lats as a springboard as you press up. And in terms of the lower body, you want your feet flat on the floor, just below or slightly behind your knees, and as you press the weight off your chest, think about performing a leg extension, try to drive your feet forwards. This will help with the leg drive and give a little assistance off at the chest. You also want to brace the same way you would with a squat or deadlift, and that is taking in a big deep belly breath in and pushing your stomach out, holding your breath for the entirety of the rep. And another bonus tip is when using wrist wraps, I like to put mine over my wrist joint to stop my wrists from being able to bend back too far. Now this is set 1 of 3 sets of 2 reps at 85%. These actually felt surprisingly heavy, although they look like they were pretty easy because I'm used to repping this weight out, but it is what it is. But I got through all 3 sets pretty comfortably before moving on to the Slingshot work. Now I think this should have been 90 to 95% for 2 singles, but I decided to go for 3 doubles just because I was a bit annoyed with how the previous bench work felt, and no surprise, these felt very easy compared to that. And then onto the accessory work, which went surprisingly well. I managed to get all 4 sets of 10 with the 32s on the incline dumbbell bench. Previously I only managed 3 sets of 10 with 1 set of 6 or 7. Supersetting those with some standing dumbbell rows. Now feeling there's a lot more in my upper back, so these are staying in for the foreseeable. And then after that, just moved on to some lat pull downs. This is only my 3rd time going upstairs in the gym. This was 3 sets of 12 reps before using this dip machine behind just to get that tricep work in. And then that was the end of the session. Just chucked in some curls and that was it really, short and sweet. So that session then was a bit hit and miss really. This bench didn't feel funny as in the way as in the past. Shoulders felt pretty good, but it just felt weak. It was a bit of a blessing in disguise really, forgetting the cable for the mics. It didn't leave me procrastinate as much to talk during the sets or like between sets. So I had to voice over, which isn't too much of a bad thing. Just again mixes up the content, doesn't it? But I much prefer talking during the sessions, like just getting things off my chest, out of my head into words. Like I'm trying to think and talk now at the same time, which is surprisingly a struggle. But decent little session, just kept it short. Wasn't quite feeling it. Last night didn't sleep the best because I did those intervals late. I had a big massive bowl of pasta, probably a bit too much food at the end of the night, and then before I went to bed I got really hot. I was just uncomfortable with that big like weight on my stomach. But you know, it is what it is. I'll get a nice early night tonight. Not in work until tomorrow afternoon, so I'll get up, bit of a lie-in, Odin for a walk, go for my threshold runs, and then yeah, not looking forward too much to next week's test session, but we'll see if we made an improvement or got on weaker. All will be revealed next week. Before we go, one thing I forgot to mention last week because I left it in the gym when I showed you the Ghost. So obviously with the, I obviously got the pump, I also ordered myself some, I think I've ever shown this, I can't remember, Ghost high protein hot chocolate. I'm not sure if I've shown this or not, maybe I'm losing my mind and I've shown you. But yeah, again, flavour mixability is fantastic. Again, no lumps at all. I only had a fork, so I mix it with a fork with hot water and it mixed perfectly. 0 lumps compared to the regular hot chocolate I use. But taste, great. Well, I did think there'd be marshmallows in it, but I must have ordered the wrong one. It is what it is. And then, but afterwards I started feeling a bit sickly. I'm not sure because it's the type of protein that's in it. The what? Protherma? I don't know, but it left me feeling a bit sickly depending on what's in it. But maybe in the mix of foods because I did have this and a mince pie. So I'm going to go home, have another scoop, another review, and let you guys know what I think in the next video. But I'm going to leave it there. Going to go home, lunch, walk over and edit, then over to Kelly's. Not much planned, so say we're back to normal now, so back to the normal gym videos for now. But yeah, I'm rambling. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, if you want to subscribe, turn notifications, all that jazz. As always, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.